morning, everybody. I'm Colette the Highway Stitcher, here to give you my stitching from the highway and at home. It's going to be a hot day today, 97 degrees Fahrenheit, about 36 degrees Celsius. We are in full-blown summer now. I guess I should be grateful it's not 100 plus, but, you know, it is hot. And, you know, that's the way it is around now. So I'm grateful to be able to be here like a couple weeks later, let you know what I've been working on. A couple FOs I have to show you. Those are finished objects. And some whips, works in progress that I get to show you. And I just got back from StitchCon. Everything went perfectly, if probably the most perfect that it's gone in years. We've had situations with cicadas, with tornadoes, possible tornadoes, all kinds of things that have happened in the past years. But this year was pretty much perfect. I can't think of anything that actually went wrong. And we really had a really fun time. And the weather was pretty good too. You know, there's been years where it's been pretty hot, but actually I felt, compared to other years, it was pretty pleasant. So, of course, coming up when I travel, it's supposed to be really hot. So, you know, that's the way it's going to be, I guess. Anyway, we flew to Ohio. Let's see, we left on Tuesday. I went with Brenda, Handwork Maniac. We got there early, of course, and we were able to stitch for a while. On the plane, I was just sleepy. I'm not really sure why, and I slept most of the way on the plane. When we got there, we were picked up by our lovely friend Kim, and from then on, we started all the good StitchCon fun. And I just want to thank my two tables. I kind of went back and forth between two tables at StitchCon, and I love all you guys so much, and you know who you are, and I'm grateful for your friendship and for all the fun that we had while we were there. And we flew back. Brenda and I flew back on Sunday evening, and again, everything went perfect. And that time I wasn't sleepy, so I did some stitching on the plane. So yeah, it was great. At the end of the video, I'm going to show you my haul and also the great gifts that so many people gave us all through the days of StitchCon. Also, I do have some happy mail, but I'm going to show that a little bit farther in the video. Trying to think if there's anything else before I go on to showing you what I've accomplished in the last little over 2 weeks. Nothing other than to thank you guys again for being part of my life in videos. Thank you so much. It's just been great. I'm not generally a person who likes to show myself in front of a camera, but as the years have gone by, I really enjoy this, and I really enjoy your comments. I enjoy seeing you. Just, you know, making new friends. It's just been really great. So thanks for joining me. Always thanks. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching. It's really fun. Really been fun. So we will go on to what you want to see and show you my FOs. Yes. I'm so excited. Okay, this one I've been working on for the past, I probably started it. I'm not sure when I started this, but it's been a while. I probably started around the time that this little grandniece got born, because then I knew exactly what I was going to put down for the name and the birth date. So anyway, this is my next birth sampler that I did for my niece Charlene and her second baby, Avery Christine. As you can see, she was born on March 30th, 2024. And I found this pattern in the Etsy store, Hoop Modern Stitch. And I will have that below. It is still an Etsy store. She has some beautiful patterns, many that are similar to this. And so I just want to, you know, give you her name and her Etsy store because I really liked this pattern. I fell in love with this pattern. I kind of did my own thing with it. I just changed out the flower colors as I went around, picked my own colors. If you would like to know my color conversion, I'd be happy to tell you. Just contact me by email, which will be below. And they were overdyeds, though. Different dives. Yeah, I dive into things, too. They were different overdyed threads of Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works, I think. I don't think there was a Classic Colorworks in the mix. This was just stitched on 28 count. This was a Mystery Evenweave, but probably, it's like a, it's kind of a natural, not natural. Natural is a little darker than this. It's kind of more of a cream, I would say, color. I'm just doing 2 over 2 threads over 2 linen threads. And just fast, easy, simple. I wanted it about this size, so I was happy with the size it came out. That's why I did it in such a large count for me. And what else can I say about it? I'm going to take it to get framed on Wednesday, and not sure when I'm going to get it up to Charlene and little Avery. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it up there in person due to the fact that I'm doing so many other trips, but I will get it to my sister, and I'm sure she'll get it up to Charlene. So, and I can show this like this because I know Charlene doesn't even know I have a video. My sister most of the time forgets I even have a video, so I don't have to worry about Charlene seeing this. So that was my first FO. Okay, my second FO I can show you the picture of. This was exciting. I got my Friendship Sampler by Little Dove Designs finished. Our childhood friends, Sal, that I do with my friend. Excited that it just seemed like it just kind of flew the last little bit. I was having so much fun with it, I decided, I'm just going to go on and finish it. Check it off my list. I certainly have more than enough Sals to where I don't have to worry. I can be happy that I got one checked off the list anyway. So since it was so fun and I was having so much fun with it and everything, I thought, nah, I'm just going to go ahead and finish it. Check it off the list of Sals. So here it is. I stitched this on a 32 count vintage country Mocha linen. I used the DMC Floss that was called for. I just changed out the linen. That's all I did. So anyway, here it is a little closer. Just love this. This was so much fun to stitch. Side by side or miles apart, good friends are always close to your heart. And that's how it is with me and my friend. So, and yeah, there isn't probably much more to say about this other than there was some backstitch there. This, let me see, trying to think. It was this window here, these windows here on the on this house. They were supposed to be more little panes, window panes in there. But I wasn't happy with how the backstitching was turning out. The window panes were just so squished together that I opted to just do just like regular windows in that. So that's the one change I made in this. And I believe I did change the yellow, and even so it's probably maybe a little pale, but I think it shows up fine, especially when you look at it closer. I think other than that, I think the other colors, I kept them all. So anyway, that's my second FO. I'm like, who is this person? My goodness. So I can put a couple more FOs on my list of finished pieces. And I think that brings me up to 5, I think, which is amazing for me, because I tend to just want to start pieces instead of finish them. So I'm pretty happy with that, my 2 finishes, before I head on my trip. So, okay, drink. Thirsty, dry here, as always. Okay, moving on to WIPs, works in progress. I worked on Castle Homecoming by Frosted Pumpkin. This is the full picture of it when it is done. And what I did with this is I worked on it 2 days. I was originally going to work on it 2 days, actually right during StitchCon, because those were the 2 days that Sarah, Stitch and Mommy, was going to work on hers and get some more progress done on hers. And I knew that that was needed for me too. But as the days came down to leaving and stuff, I realized that if I really wanted to get a lot accomplished on this, I needed to do it on the day I was flying and then the day I was flying home, because then I wouldn't be distracted by friends, by other things and all of that, which you all know if you've been to retreats is easy to do. It's easy to not get as much progress done as you would like. So I switched my days and I worked on it on I worked on it Tuesday when I flew to StitchCon and Sunday when I flew home. And I'm so happy with the progress I did. I am almost totally done with the bottom section. I wish that I had gotten back over to Nessie there, the Loch Ness Monster, and finished the little cute frog on top. But I put it aside because I wanted progress on some other pieces. But I am really very happy with what I got done on it. I had just barely done a little bit of that cute, I believe, little troll's head. So I ended up filling in all of this from here, all through here, all these cute little, I'm assuming probably fishing tackle boxes, other things that the little troll has, the little cute pink mushrooms, that little squirrel with his cute little eyes looking out of the tree trunk, more of the tree trunk. So there was a lot of fill in through here. I was able to just finish up as I was sitting in the airport, and a lot of other sections that I got to do. So real happy with that. Very, very happy. So this is how it looks so far. And I'm stitching this on a 32 count Be Stitch Me fabric called Frost. And I'm using all the DMC colors. And so far, they have matched very well. And I'm really happy with the color I chose for the fabric and how the other colors are turning out. So it's on its way more, and happy with my progress that I did on it. So thanks for the little push, Sarah. I appreciate it. So I'm hoping next time I pull it out that I want to get, of course, the last of Nessie done and the frog. And then I'm going to probably move over here, move my way up here, and then start working across there. Either that, or I might possibly move over here and do the cute squirrel, finish up that, and do the tree. Depends on what mood I'm in, but it'll be one or the other, because I can start stitching up the pattern now and get more done on it. So I didn't bring my book of days. Hold it, people. I know that you will just see me back in a second, but I really do need that because I did some full coverage and I want to give you some stats on percentages. So I will be right back. Also, I wanted to let you know, since I do have my book of days back here with me, I did 747 stitches for Castle Homecoming. So pretty good, like some time in the airport, some time in the plane. So I was happy with that. Though on the plane, I always just feel like I'm going like this as I'm stitching. I don't know if they make those planes any smaller, I'll be stitching like this, but I won't go into that. We all have our plain horror stories, I'm sure. So, but anyway, that's what I got accomplished on that. So now that I've got my book with me, I'm ready to go on and let you know how I did on the rest of my projects. I also worked on my sals when I was at StitchCon. And one of the ones I worked on was Margaretha Schropfer, my birthday sal with my friend Krista. We are working on this. We have a hashtag OCT29SAL because our birthdays are on October 29th. And we don't mind. Join us. You don't have to have it on October 29th birthday. Just join us if you love the pattern. We liked this little band sampler by Jeannette Douglas, and so that was what our choice was this year. And I think this is going on our 5th year or 6th year. I'm not sure on our birthday sale. And this one I did, let me see. I did about 450 stitches on it when I worked on it during StitchCon. So I didn't think that was too bad. So here she is. I'm stitching her on 40 count needle and flax. I remembered it this time, as opposed to last video, in the colorway of Brea. So it was interesting. I picked up a piece in my haul at StitchCon. I picked up a piece of 46 count Brea, I believe, at the vendors, and I'm amazed at the difference in color. But I fell in love with the color of it, and then I looked at the name and I'm going, oh my goodness, it doesn't even look anything like my 40 count Brea, but that's fine. So, and this does not really show here on video at all the real color of this, fabric. It has a lot more splotches of dyeing. Maybe there you can kind of see the splotches more turned a little bit, but it has a lot more. If you look at it straight on, it just looks subtly mottled, but it's pretty mottled. So anyway, I'm working down on this piece, doing well, keeping up. And the part that I still have my needle and thread here in the back. Probably thought I was going to do some more work on it. I mostly stitched when I did at StitchCon. I worked on all the numbers there, that little motif, and then the little flowers, little motif flowers there. I did a little color switching out again. And that's just me, because I wanted all of my colors to show up. I didn't care to have very light letters or very light motifs. I wanted them to all show well, so that's the reason why I've been changing out colors. And I'm just using DMC. So that is Margaretha, my OCT 29 sal. And the other sal that I'm trying to keep up on is Jardin Prive, Au fil des Nichoirs. I have actually been listening to other floss tubers who are saying the name, and I am trying to say the regular name of this piece. Crazy, huh? My name's Colette, but I've never, ever, ever spent any time in France or know any French. So, Au fil des Nichoirs, I think is what it is. Anyway, this is our Octa sal, for those that have that know about it. Hashtag OCTTO OCT sal. And this was started several years ago. And actually, even though I am the fearless leader, it was actually started by Brenda and another friend who decided to start up a sal every Stitch West. And so that's kind of how it morphed. And I joined in when I started going back to Stitch West. And so this is the sal that we are working on now. And it is by Jardin Prive. And the other hashtags, I'm thinking, we have a hashtag of the actual name, Au fil des Nichoirs. And then we also have a hashtag of Birdhouse's sal. So any of them, you can hashtag them and put them in and just send pictures. And just to let you know, we also have a new hashtag due to my friend Denise over at Black Ribbon Stitch Studio. Her and I are hashtag over the fence. Of course, I probably should do hashtag so over the fence. At least Denise, I think, is pretty much done with her fence, with her piece. But I'm not done with my fence. So Didn't realize that I would be so over stitching a fence, but I really am. Every time I get up to the other sections, I'm perfectly happy again. And that's what I was working on when I was at StitchCon. I actually was working on this boat, and I almost got him or her done while I was at the day that I worked on this at StitchCon. But I don't know. That fence, I'm just so over it. So we now have a hashtag called Over the Fence, if you want to put a picture in there too. So my boat did get finished most of the way. It's missing one sail, but I guess it's seaworthy now, thank goodness, because I filled in the little hole there. So now you can go sailing a little bit, though it might end up getting shifted off a little bit because it's missing part of a sail. And this, let me see, how much did I get done on this? I got about 340 stitches, according to my book of days on this. And it was all, wait a minute, no, it was not all the boat, actually. I had not filled in that birdhouse right there, the blue. I had done the outline of the white. So, and I had done the black little opening, but I filled in the blue stripes on that and then went over and stitched the boat. This isn't out of the Q-snaps, but that's because I'm taking this with me on my trip and hoping every night to get a few stitches in it. This one and Margaretha are going with me. They're the only ones. I'm not concentrating on anything else because my trip, as I'll explain a little bit later, is quite busy. And so this is all I'm going to be doing. Catch up on these cells or maybe go ahead on them is my goal for my trip. And this is 25 count, vintage country mocha. I'm doing 1/1 full cross, so it's going to be a cute little petite one. And it's all the called for DMC. I don't think I've had to change out any of the colors. They've been working real well on this. So that's the birdhouse sow. So the next piece I brought with me was due to my friend Amy. Amy loves toads. We brought along some of the same pieces that we were working on together. And she brought Symphony of Friendship sampler, so I did that too. So that was good because I had not really worked on this since the last time that we had gotten together and stitched it. So I'm, glad that I brought it along. I got 434 stitches into it. I started down in this left-hand corner, decided to be a little different. I generally am a top left, starter, but this time I decided to start in the bottom. And in this case, I decided that I was going to work up on we think they're lily pads, though one of our friends who's doing this thinks that they're dancing broccolis, but that's fine. They're cute, whatever they are. Anyway, I went up, did the next little dancing broccoli or lily pad, and then that way I was able to count over and start working on the first feathers of the mourning dove. So my 434 stitches was this. Not bad for a StitchCon day when we're talking and laughing and everything. And this is being stitched on, it's a big, huge piece because even 40 count, this is 40 count. This is going to be a huge piece. This piece is like, let's see, 379 by 229. So it's going to be a large piece, even on 40 count. This is Color and Cotton Boardwalk. Kind of a gray and beige coloring, and I really, really like it for this piece. Every color has just really popped nicely. There are DMCs and Overdyeds both on this, and I think so far most of the lily pads and flowers have been the Overdyeds, and then we start working on the DMC with the bird. So I'm really, really happy that I was able to pull that out and work some more on Symphony of Friendship. And as you can see, this is the little part I did and start working on that mourning dove, that cute mourning dove. So that was another stitch that I worked on. Okay, now we're going to move into a couple of full coverages that I also stitched on. One of them during StitchCon, and one just at home when I got home these last few days. So this piece here is one Amy and I are also working on. It is Singing in the Rain. It is a mini Singing in the Rain. The artwork's by Jody Bergsma. And to put it really close here, you can see what it is. It's the cute little frogs. It's raining, and they're singing their little hearts out with the rain coming down. So, so cute. Okay. At StitchCon, I did 400 stitches on this. This is I'm stitching on a 25 count gridded fabric 1/1 full cross on this piece. And I ended up deciding that I wanted to kind of work on that flower that was up at the top, the tulip. So I had to dig through my DMC colors because I hadn't really put them on my ring yet to go to StitchCon. So I found all the colors for the tulip so that I would be ready to start working on it there. So as you can see, I just kind of took a thread and worked on the tulip, starting from the top, working down on the different colors. And then, of course, where it ended, you know, if it went over somewhere else to another tulip, which is this one right here, is starting up another, then I just finished my thread with that. So this one is completely done all the way across the top. When that's the size of the mini. When I got over to the top and went down the sides on them, that's when I decided I wanted to come back and get a little bit more color work done on this. So that's why I brought the darker colors and put them on my ring and then worked on them during StitchCon. So that is Singing in the Rain. And you know, I did put down my percentages for my next full coverage I'm showing you, but I didn't for this. So I'll try to add it to my box down below, so you know how much percentage. And you know, it's not a huge percentage, but you know, so you know it, so you know what it is if you want to see it. Okay, and then the last piece I worked on before I decided to make this video and then get ready to go is keeping up on Malificent, my Storykeep Malificent, by artworks by Anya Kai. See it a little closer there. This is actually a full coverage that's actually, or at least it was in Heaven and Earth as a big piece. But when I saw it, I went, that's ridiculous, because it was like 500 or 400 by 300 or something like that, some huge amount. And all it was more of the shading of the blues and the light blues, dark blues, and purples. So your background just would have been all of that. So no way. So I did the Storykeep because it emphasizes exactly what I wanted, Maleficent. This is my Focus on a Finish for Full Coverage Fanatics. And again, I'm happy with the amount I did, and I'm kind of excited because, well, I'm excited. I got 1,422 stitches in it, which of course is more than I need. I need 1,300 and I believe 40 is what I need every month to keep up on it, to be finished with it in December. So I'm happy to get that amount over. But I'm also happy because I was able to zero out the most amount of stitches on this, which was black, 310 black. So every single bit of the black is done now on Maleficent. Down there at the bottom, I'll show you. I finished up this little stripe of black, that black, that black, and from here all, well, probably from there, all the way down, and that little bit there. So it ended up being, if I remember right, almost 1,000 stitches. So I had almost, I think it was like 950 something. So when I X'd that out and made it to 0, that was party time. And then I decided, well, I think I'm going to find, instead of taking, my original plan was to maybe get some of the ones that had 2 stitches left, 4 stitches left done, because since I'm all the way down here now and I have a point to work from, a reference point, I thought I could just get those 1 or 2 stitches done. But then I saw that there was the color 210, which is this color right here. And it had like 400 plus stitches. And I thought, oh, that's fast and easy. And that'll get me past my goal of my 1,300 plus stitches. So that's what I opted to do, is pull out the 208 colorway and do the 400 and I believe 410 stitches that were needed to finish that. So I zeroed that one out too. So anyway, this is just getting so much fun now. Now that I'm down at the bottom, as you can see, that is the bottom. That's the end of Malificent. It's just really fun. It was so much fun to fill in the black, to fill in 208, that purple. And so this is stitched on 25 count gridded fabric, 1/1 full cross with DMC. I'm not sure on my next plan. I won't be pulling her out until I get home from my trip with my sister and my lace convention, because I don't care to bring full coverage on trips. I did bring it to StitchCon, and I will bring it if somebody really wants me to a retreat, but I generally don't like to, because it's just more, since I work off a Pattern Keeper, it's just more techie apparatus that I've got to cart along with me that puts more weight, my luggage. So I will be working on her, though, at the end of this month. When I get back, I'll be back probably on the 19th of July, and I will pick her up soon after that to get her July stitches in. Before I go, as far as plans go, I didn't bring it with me, but I can show you the picture, which this is the other one that you all know about and are rooting me on. Before I leave on my trip on Friday, I am doing Lace Maker, because again, I don't want to bring any full coverages with me. So I'm going to work on Lace Maker for the next few days until I leave. That's probably the only piece I will work on, because I'll be busy packing. I've got to get the car washed. I already got it all checked, so everything's good with it. There's some other stuff I have to do too. Trying to think of what it is. My brain is not there because my brain is here on the video. But I'll be getting ready for traveling. So I decided, no, I'll pick up my other full coverage that I'm trying to concentrate on, and put some more stitches into Lace Maker. So by Artisy. And I already mentioned, as far as when I travel, I will be just bringing Margaretha, my birthday sal, and birdhouses, my Octa sal. I'm behind on, well, I don't think I'm really behind on Margaretha. I think I'm pretty close to being caught up on that. But I am behind on birdhouses. And so I'm hoping that, especially the first week or so, that I'll have some time at night to work on both of those stitches. When I get with my sister, then it will be a little different. I'll be lucky to just put in one thread every night, because I want to spend time with her, talk to her. This is kind of our sister trip, and so I'm not sure whether I'll get much done that week and a half that we are traveling. But the first week and a half that I'm gone, I'm hoping to get more done. More water, please. So that is the plan. So those are the two stitching pieces going with me. I'm leaving on Friday. I am driving from Lehi, Utah to Franklin, Tennessee, which is a suburb of Nashville. That is where the lace convention is. I will not actually be doing a lace, bobbin lace piece. This time I signed up for, it's like a weaving with your fingers called sprang. And I will show pictures of that when I get back on what I did. It looks kind of intriguing and interesting. And I had actually started on a frame like about 6 months ago, 8 months ago on it, and kind of enjoyed it. So I thought, oh, I'll just go and take the class and just relax. I generally only take a morning class now. There are morning and afternoon classes at the lace convention, but due to the fact that the prices have gone up quite extensively, if you do a full day, as well as the fact that I like to have some downtime now, I generally only take one class in the morning. So then in the afternoon, I can kind of relax, kind of get my bearings again. And at nighttime, we generally have like all kinds of fun things. We'll have like sort of contest things for who's the fastest tatter. We'll have like a program of some lace event or lace thing that's going on, or programs about lace itself, and dinners, things like that. So during the night I'm usually busy too, so it's nice to have a little bit of downtime in the afternoon. When I get there, it'll be the 1st of July, and the actual convention goes through the 6th of July on a Saturday. Our banquet is Saturday night on the 6th. My sister is flying in on Wednesday. I believe that's the 3rd of July. And then she is going to take a rental car and go up and see her niece and spend some time with her and her kids. And then she's going to come back down, come to my hotel, and then we will head off to the next day on the 7th. We will head off on our sister trip. So, and I am really looking forward to showing her around, to taking her to the little town that my dad's side of the family lived in all the way until he joined the armed services during World War II. Their family had generations in northeastern Georgia, and they lived there. They came in the late 1700s, built a house in the early 1800s, which is still standing. I'm hoping it's still standing. It was 5 years ago when I took my husband back. It is falling down, and so, in the middle of the woods, so we shall see. But there's so much history back there of my dad's side of the family. There's a museum with many, Southers was my maiden name, many Southers in the museum, as well as Dyers, which was my maternal side. And it's just going to be lots of fun. We're going to do that. We're going to go to Chattanooga and do some things that, go to some places there that we loved, that we remembered when we were children. Rock City, the Incline Railway, Ruby Falls, and work our way back west again. And I'm letting Allison kind of take charge. There's places that she wants to go. So other than visiting our dad's ancestry. And so I'm letting her take charge and tell me where she wants to go. So we have planned it. We planned it several months ago. We have our little outline, and our hotels are all picked and all done and reserved. And it's a good thing, actually. There was a couple of them there was like the last room. So I guess more people are traveling now. Again, I know it'll be hot. The only thing, to tell you the truth, I just don't want there to be any hurricanes or tornadoes or whatever. If it's hot, who cares? I mean, in a way, it's going to be hot. It's July. I know it's going to be hot. I just don't want there to be anything that messes up our plans for the places that we want to go, which would be, quote unquote, a hurricane or tornado or something like that. So that's my prayer, that is all fine. As far as the rest, it's going to be hot. So we know that. We are going to be traveling until... We'll be back in Utah on the 18th of July. And Chris will be happy to see me back. This will be the longest I've ever been gone, So I'm making him some freezer freezer meals, so he has stuff to pull out and eat and everything else. And he's excited for Allison and I. He really is, that we get a chance to be together and do this stuff together as sisters. And so anyway, when we get back on the 18th, she's going to stay an extra day, and then she'll fly home, and her son will pick her up at the airport in San Diego. So that is our full itinerary, and hopefully some stitching will get in there. And when I get back, I'm planning on doing a video before our next big trip, which is August 3rd, and that's 2 weeks in there. So hopefully if I get significant amount of stitching done on those two, I'll be able to show you something. It'll be a short video, but I'll be able to show you something before we head to our cruise in Alaska. So, and It's tell you about that when I get back and for my next video. So much going on, and it's like, I know it's an extraordinary year, and so I want to live it up. I want to enjoy it as much as I can. So that's why everything's kind of on top of each other, one after the other. And it won't necessarily be like that any other year, but this year it all kind of ended up that way. So I'm going to enjoy it. Everything's ready pretty much except packing, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am. So the last that I have to show you is oh wait, let me see, no, I'm going to show you something else first. Some Stitchy Kindness, and from Over the Pond, which is, it was so sweet. And then at the very end, I'm going to have videos of my haul at StitchCon from the vendors, and my little gifts from all the people that come around and give you gifts at the tables. And I'm videoing it so you can see it all. That way I don't have to hold up every single piece and show it, because I really don't have time for that right now. But I want to make sure that everybody who gave me things are recognized as you see them on the table. So, okay, so the last thing before I show you the videos is I received in the mail. It was cute. It came from America, but then it came from Wales to America. A friend that I've been conversing with, on comments and everything, her name's Jill, and she had some cousins visiting her from America. And so she said, will you take this back to America and send it to a Stitchy friend? I think that's probably what she said, Stitchy friend. And her cousins are so cute. They took this little gift and the card that Jill sent and brought it back to America and sent it from oh man, I don't think I have that. Wait a minute, let me see where they sent it from. I got it here. They sent it from it's actually from Wales, but they sent it in another envelope which I didn't keep, from the United States. So anyway, this is the card that she sent with a really sweet message inside. And then she sent me this little glass ornament or hanger. It says a little hanger at the top. God, it's hard to show it in the right light here. Maybe kind of like that. She told me that this is, I have Welsh ancestry, and she told me this is what the Welsh people wore as their traditional outfit. So anyway, I'm so grateful for this. Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you. I asked her if I could show this, and she said yes. So so grateful for this, and for friendships everywhere. That's been the funnest thing. The friendships I've made just through comments and stuff from all over the world. And thanks so much. So anyway, I'm going to move on to a little bit of the videos that I had, and after that, well, I'll end my major part of the video here, doing my gratitude journal. But then I'm going to show you the videos from StitchCon, and that'll be the end. So this time I forgot to pull out my book. So let's see here. I have a lot of things on my mind, as you know. So we're just going to see if we can open this, and it just fell open here. And I don't think I've done this one with all the umbrellas. Doesn't really look familiar to me, but I'm not sure. But it says it's by a Joan Marquis. We can choose to hate the rain or dance in it. So, and of course, that's not really appropriate for right now in the middle of summer. But like I said, I just decided to open it and let it fall open where it may. So maybe take it in terms of things that are difficult, things that are hard in our life. We have to choose whether or not we're going to go through it to get it done, get it taken care of, and do it as happily, as well as we can, So we can either hate it or we can dance in it. So I think that's what I would, urge you to think about is try to look at things dancing instead of not liking. So, and remember to find the beauty in every day. And I will be back in a month, probably, and be able to show you some pictures of traveling and what I was up to during all my lace shenanigans. So anyway, you guys all take care. It's so good to see you again a little sooner than what I normally do, and I wish you all a happy summer season in the north, a happy winter season in the south hemisphere. Grateful for your friendship. So anyway, you all take care, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.